Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Our group, which is group 7, will be sharing about elasticity through real world that we have researched and worked on together. Before we begin, I would like to introduce our team members. Nur Amni Nazifah binti Ngah, Nur Awati binti Abdul Rahim, and Fityati Nurfizana binti Idham Wazir.
Introduction to elasticity. Elasticity is a measure of how one variable responds to change in another variable. It is commonly used in various fields like economics, physics, and engineering. In economics, elasticity quantifies the responsiveness of demand or supply to change in factors like price, income, or the price of related goods. Now we have types of elasticity. We have 5 types of elasticity. The first one is price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand measures the responsiveness of quantity demanded to a change in price. The formula we are using is percentage of change in quantity demanded over percentage change in price. We have 3 types of price elasticity of demand. The first one is elastic demand, which the price is more than 1, where the quantity demanded is highly responsive to price changes. The second one is inelastic demand, where the price is less than 1, where the quantity demanded is less responsive to price changes. And the last one is unitary elasticity, where the price is equal to 1. This happens when proportional responsiveness of quantity demanded. Examples: luxury goods is elastic and necessities is inelastic. Price elasticity of supply measures the responsiveness of quantity supplied to a change in price. The formula we are using is percentage of change in quantity supplied over percentage of change in price. Price elasticity of supply, we have 3 types. The first one is elastic supply, more than 1, where the quantity supplied responds significantly to price changes. Next, inelastic supply, where the price is less than 1, where the quantity supplied is less responsive to price changes. The last one is unitary elasticity, where the price is equal to 1 because proportional responsiveness of quantity supplied. The example of elastic supply is manufactured goods, while the inelastic supply is agricultural goods. The third one, income elasticity of demand. Income elasticity of demand measures the responsiveness of demand to change in income. The formula we are using is percentage of change in quantity demanded over percentage change in income. For income elasticity of demand, we only have 2 types: positive income elasticity of demand and negative income elasticity of demand. For positive income elasticity of demand, which is normal goods, where the demand increases with income, while the negative income elasticity of demand is inferior goods, where the demand decreases with income. For example, luxury goods, high income elasticity of demand, and staple foods, low income elasticity of demand. Next, cross elasticity of demand, where it measures the responsiveness of demand for one good to change in the price of another good. The formula we are using is the percentage change in quantity demanded of good A over percentage change in price of good B. For cross elasticity of demand, we have 3 types: positive, negative, and 0. For positive cross elasticity of demand, substitutes such as Coke and Pepsi, while negative, it complements such as coffee and sugar, and 0, unrelated goods. Last but not least, advertising elasticity of demand, where it measures the responsiveness of demand to change in advertising expenditure. The formula we are using is percentage change in quantity demanded over percentage change in advertising expenditure. The implications of advertising elasticity of demand is it indicates the effectiveness of advertising on demand. It can cause bad impact, as a good advertising can lead to more demand and less supply.
Demand curve. If a demand curve is perfectly vertical, up and down, then we say it is perfectly inelastic. If the curve is not steep, but instead is shallow, then the good is said to be elastic or highly elastic. This means that a small change in the price of the goods will have a large change in the quantity demanded. Next, graph supply curve. A supply curve is a graph that shows how a change in the price of a good or service affect the quantity a seller supplies. Price is listed on the vertical y-axis, while quantity supplied is listed on the horizontal x-axis. The elasticity of fuel. The elasticity of fuel refers to how responsive the consumers are to the change in fuel price. It is a concept in economics that helps us understand how much people will cut back on fuel consumption when the price increases, or buy more of it when the price of fuel decreases. The price elasticity of fuel demand is measure of the responsiveness of fuel to change in prices, not driven by demand. Most consumers rely on fuel purchases for commuting to work, making it difficult to reduce consumption but when faced with higher price. Over time, fuel demand becomes more elastic as consumers trade in cars for more fuel efficient model or move closer to work. Fuel demand is not very price sensitive, with mean short run and long run price elasticities. Impact of change in fuel price on demand is driven by response in fuel efficiency and mileage per car, and to a slightly lesser degree by change in car ownership.
Now, mathematical calculations for elasticity. The general formula for price elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity demanded over percentage change in price, which can be written as delta Q over Q over delta P over P equal to delta Q over delta P multiplied by P over Q, where delta Q equal to change in quantity demanded, delta P equal to change in price, Q equal to initial quantity demanded, and P equal to initial price. To show you more detail on how to calculate the elasticity, we give you a scenario. Assume that the price of fuel increases in a country, and we want to analyze how this price change affects the demand for fuel. Initial price of fuel, P, equal to $3 per gallon. New price of fuel, P prime, equal to 3.50 per gallon. Initial quantity demanded, Q, equal to 1,000 gallons. New quantity demanded, Q prime, equal to 900 gallons. First step, calculate the change in quantity demanded, where delta Q equal to Q prime minus Q equal to 900 minus 1,000, we will get negative 100 gallons. Next, we calculate the change in price, where delta P equal to P prime minus P equal to 3.50 minus 3 equal to $0.50. Step 3, we calculate the percentage change in quantity demanded, where percentage change in quantity demanded equal to delta Q over Q times by 100 equal to negative 100 over 1,000 times by 100, we will get negative 10%. Next, we calculate the percentage change in price, where the percentage change in price equal to delta P over P times 100 equal to 0.5 over 3 times 100, we will get 16.67%. Last but not least, we will calculate the price elasticity of demand by using the formula percentage change in quantity demanded over percentage change in price. We will get negative 10% over 16.67%, and the final answer will be negative 0.6. Since the absolute value of the elasticity is negative 0.6, which is less than 1, the demand for fuel is inelastic in this case. This means that fuel demand is not very responsive to price changes. A 1% increase in price results is only a 0.6% decrease in the quantity of fuel demanded. In other words, Consumers still purchase fuel even as the price rises, though there is a slight reduction in the quantity demanded.
For elasticity in decision making, fuel companies need elasticity in their pricing strategies because it helps them understand how demand and revenue are affected by variations in fuel price. Because fuel is typically inelastic, businesses and individuals frequently keep buying it even when costs rise, allowing price increases without significantly lowering demand. In the long run, nevertheless, frequent price increases might promote usage reductions or a switch to energy-efficient options. By knowing elasticity, fuel companies may purposefully establish prices that balance long-term market sustainability with short-term profit maximization. Additionally, it facilitates the management of external elements like government regulations, subsidies, and energy market rivalry. The next one, since fuel elasticity affects how price changes impact consumption, revenue, and economic behavior, it is essential for government policy pertaining to taxes and subsidies. Since fuel typically has inelastic demand, higher taxes can raise a substantial amount of money without having a major short-term impact on consumption, making it a useful tool for financing public actions in accordance with environmental objectives. However, persistent price increases can persuade customers to switch to alternative energy sources or fuel-efficient behaviors. Regarding subsidies, knowing elasticity enables governments to efficiently focus subsidies, guaranteeing affordability for low-income population, while preventing undue financial strain. Fuel elasticity-based taxation and subsidy balance help government meet their goal for economic stability, revenue, and the energy transition. Conclusion for this article. Over the next 10 years, Malaysia's use of refined fuel is expected to increase a bit slower, averaging about 1.5% yearly between 2023 and 2032. High oil prices around the world and government energy transition programs, such as plans to cut fuel subsidies and support alternative energy sources, are factors contributing to this slowdown. Fuel consumption may be supported in the short term by economic expansion and current subsidies, but the long-term pictures indicate that these policy changes will restrain demand growth. It is essential to comprehend the price elasticity of demand for refined fuel since it shows how price changes affect consumers. Fuel is a somewhat inelastic commodity, therefore, large price rises brought on by the removal of subsidies might not result in a corresponding drop in usage right once. But over time, persistent price increase and the ability of substitute energy sources might persuade customers to use less fuel or transition to more energy efficient option, which would be in line with Malaysia's larger energy transition objective.